Okay, stop me if you heard this one before. A little pony is born to two absolute powerhouses, and because of that, she is super powerful and scared her own magic will turn her evil, but as she grows up, she falls for a guy whose mother is actually plotting a revenge against her father because he wanted to date Celestia of all ponies, and now the young pony has to defend herself against her and trust that her love for her friends and family and her boyfriend now can somehow save the day? Yeah, and somehow I am not talking about Dara Discord. Hello guys, we are actually going to be reviewing none other than Life's a Breeze. Let's get into it. Five, 6, 7. What the hell? Where are all they coming from? 800? Oh, I can't thank you guys enough for... Oh, yes, I kinda changed up my look a little bit of my OC, going more like a Skywalker-esque look. But I am Discord Giant Knight, and I can't thank you all enough for 800 subs. It means a lot to me. We're not talking about that. No, today we're talking about Life's a Breeze. Now, before we begin, I know she said this has no correlation with the Dara Discord universe, and it's because she clearly wanted to do her own universe. But for me, I actually headcanon that this is part of the same universe, plus she makes plenty of references, so you can add it to the series easily. No, today we are going to be talking about Life's a Breeze from Snoopy 7C7. And I really was impressed with this one. And I mean, yes, not just the animation, not just the music. I mean, yes, the animation and the music were incredible. She has really done a fantastic job with this series. I cannot say that enough. But no, I am not here to really just review the technical aspects of it. I'm here to actually review the most important part, which is, of course, the actual story. Yeah, at some point I need to do a video finishing the Dara Discord universe. It has both a Christmas special, some funny spin-offs, and a fantastic third installment, but for now, we're scratching that out of our mind and taking a look. Talking about the two worst characters in the entire series. Finally, I'm not even kidding, fixed. Yes, I better make that disclaimer as I do with all of these videos. For those of you who just see my thumbnails and assume I'm just a hater and don't actually watch my videos, hello, I'm Discord Giant Knight, and that's my droid G4. And if you ask me, in my opinion, Celestia and Sombra, well, it's...
You read the title, you clicked on this video, you know what you're in for. Yes, Celestia is overrated. Sombra, though, is just selfish, with no redeeming qualities about him at all.
Yeah, I hate those two characters. Okay, hate is a very strong word, and truth be told, I don't hate the characters themselves. They both have awesome designs. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I'd rather watch Twilight or Fluttershy, but even I can't deny Celestia's got that sparkly hair going for her, and even though I think I like Luna's design a bit better, but Sombra, oh god, his design is absolutely awesome, and yet, much like Celestia herself, both characters are terribly squandered in My Little Pony. I don't hate them, I wish we had more of them. Celestia would be awesome if she had a chance to actually shine and tell her backstory, and same with Sombra. And while I am not a shipper, I'm not a shipper. ship her. I like Fluttercore because it actually developed both of the characters in a positive way. Okay. I ship Celestia and Sombra. Look, I can't stand the idea of Celestia with Discord. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. But with Sombra, an actual king who may have had a good heart before he turned evil, it just makes sense. Because Discord is pure chaos. Because Sombra is a Discord wannabe. Oh, shut up. Point is, the comics made my idea come true. And I love the Reflections comic. For once, it actually gave me what I wanted for both of these characters. And to be honest, I give the writers props. I give them credit for ending it on a tragic story note. But you know how fans are. We can't let a good chance for a romance go to waste. And so I'm not surprised that this popped up. And while I am a total 100% Fluttercore all the way, I wanted to see if Miss Snoopy here could do the comic justice. So without further ado, let's review it, shall we? Okay, so breakdown pretty much goes, Celestia is sad about her love being gone one morning. When she wakes up, she finds her sister, student, and master messing around with a mirror, putting it together. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. For anyone not familiar with Reflections, I did do a whole video on it you can check out here. And probably should watch before this one, but basically to give you the whole rundown of that story. In an ultimate mirror dimension, Celestia, after banishing her sister, felt lonely when one day she joined her master to see what was on the other side of this strange portal, finding a good King Sombra and falling in love. But because there was a rift in space and time that was happening, she had to stop seeing him, especially since there was an evil Celestia in that other dimension. And she sent Twilight and the gang to go after them to bring harmony to Sombra's land. Ultimately, it ended up with the rift ripping apart the land, and Sombra sacrificed himself, absorbing dark magic, and became evil, thereby stabilizing the universe again. Yes, that is literally in the comic. And now, with the portal back, we get this scene here.
Kitty.
Yeah, and so as soon as he sees her, he decides to ditch the land and marry her, making her now queen. I love that little name detail, and it makes me wonder if Queen Chrysalis had a husband. We'll get to do that but most likely being a bug, she probably ate her husband. Sorry, lol. Anyway, you know how these stories go. Sombra, Celestia, sitting in a tree, K-I-S-S-I-N-G. First comes love, then comes marriage. Oh look! There comes little Light Breeze and the baby carrots. I found the storyline with the dogs amusing. They kidnapped Celestia on accident, wanting to kidnap Rarity instead, but got her instead, and just like normal, at the worst time possible, the baby's coming, so they actually have to have the dogs deliver it. I found that very amusing. And Luna gets married and has a kid too, because why not? We just need more characters in this. Why not, right? Honestly though, I do like Snoopy building up the relationship here. We do have Celestia being a good mom, and also a good sister, and then Sombra being a good dad as well. I honestly do generally like the characters in this. And not just the original characters, but the OCs are fantastic as well. Honestly, that episode is a good Luna episode, but it really, let's face it, makes her sister look terrible to me. She is older, literally thousands of years old, and yet they make her so petty and uncaring for her sister. Like, seriously? Could she not for 1 second think about anything else other than herself and try to enjoy what her sister likes? Hey, if I was there with Luna, I would love a tour of the male industry, okay? Okay, maybe I should cut her some slack, but in this, the small moments with Luna and Celestia really help build up the bond between them, and I really enjoy that. That is not really there in the series, and I don't care who says it, it's not in the series. We have Aurora Slumber, Light Breeze cousin, and one night they go wandering through a trapdoor, and yep, Aurora found, leading them to, a giant monster bear. Yep, it's the miner from, My Little Pony. Go figure, right? And, there's not just a minor here, there's a major as well. And getting in trouble, Breeze uses her powers and saves the day and gets her ass kicked. Only it turned out she was tracked by none other than Radiant Hope, who is plotting a scheme to take back her man. I actually hate the Sombra backstory comic because it simply didn't make me like or feel bad for Sombra. If anything, they tried to write an epic Darth Vader moment for him, but it failed to actually show him being anything more than a bad, unlikable jerk with no redeeming qualities whatsoever. Radiant Hope was supposed to be his girlfriend, but he turned on her. She runs to Celestia after Sombra destroys the leaders of the Crystal Empire, and I honestly don't feel a relationship much between Hope and Sombra. I thought that too, but then decided to read the two stories back to back, and here's why I like Reflections so much more, G4. It's not because of the shipping, it's because Reflections does a great job of showing how much Sombra cares for those around him. And other than just saying he cares for Hope, they don't actually show any of it in any capacity within the Sombra comic. Honestly, it's a little something called show, don't tell, and it's really funny because Snoopy does it fantastic. And honestly, that comic did not. They showed Hope caring for Sombra, but they really didn't show Sombra caring for Hope, and that's what the problem is with that comic with me. Anyway, in this, she's the villain, with a son named Mythic, and when he gets into an assault with ponies, the princess stops him from being hurt, and they meet. Yeah, I'm kinda sensing it too, and honestly, I kinda hope they don't. Oh, of course they do. And yeah, they hang out, get caught, and she reveals that she's the princess. Knowing she needs someone, a friend, and an escort, King Sombra decides to send flyers for the job, and so here comes the evil plot. Plans to get her son close to Breeze and gain her father's trust. And then kill him. Oh my god, seriously? This is the plot of both The Lion King 2 and Daughter of Discord when you really think about it. Yeah, true, in that Queen Chrysalis had her son betray and break her heart. Of course, the kids decided to fake out the adults and stay friends, but still, this is the plot of Lion King 2, and I'm all here to see how it goes. I just hope it's not way too, oh my god, it's way too predictable. Look, I started watching this because I wanted a story about her parents, not about Breeze herself. At least that's what I thought, but the more I watched it, the more I began seeing where the narrative was going, and the more I enjoyed it. And the so-called predictability keeps you grounded, and until wham, it takes the story in a way you didn't see coming. But with that said, it's the age-old I hate you, spend time with your mortal enemy, falling in love trope Okay, so I was expecting more Celestia and Sombra in this. What I got was way better. This is a story not about them, but about the OCs, the original characters, and they do an excellent job of building the characters. My favorite is without a doubt Mythical. Honestly, he just wanted a good time with his mother, and I'm a sucker for mother stories. Unfortunately for him, his mother is cold-hearted and uses her son to get revenge because of... Alright, yes, a little predictable, she loves Sombra. First, and this is also an alternate universe, hope so. That's why she's a menace here, right? And I feel so bad for Mythical. He's trying to impress her and do what is right at the same time, do what is right within his eyes, just like Kovu in The Lion King 2. And just like you can predict how they play the story, he gets to know the princess, gets closer, and before you know it, it's the gala. She has to dance with a jerkwad, and instead he saves her from the bad dance and ends up with her getting a kiss as a reward. I love the slow burn of their relationship here. Him showing slowly how much he actually cares about her by making her baby blanket into a quilt when it gets ruined by a fire, and his constant growing feelings while simultaneously building up the fact that he is doing his mother's evil bidding. As for Light Breeze, she's a great protagonist. She's fun, she's quirky, and struggles with being an alicorn due to her power being immense, and she's the daughter of two powerful rulers and is scared of losing herself, and oh my god. Yep. This is a goddamn ripoff of Daughter of Discord. Hey, before you start booing me into oblivion, I actually have a few things to say here. If you watch my review of Daughter of Discord, you know that I think it isn't perfect. There's a lot of a terrible B-plot and over-shipping for no reason, to the point it's actually annoying and takes the focus away from the actual story, far away from the main plot. And despite generally having good moments between Discord and his wife, even I do agree we should have seen more family moments with them, getting along and not arguing. Despite me loving the lesson of Daughter of Discord, which was trying to teach the lesson families fight sometimes, but communication is key to a good relationship, it's just dragged down by all the nonsensical ships and plot points that go absolutely nowhere, especially this gross ship. So how do I judge this story? That's simple. It's Daughter of Discord, but done right. Now, who'd have thought that a story about Celestia, of all characters, would be done better, but here's what I think happened. Snoopy C7C clearly watched Bride of Discord and learned what to do and not to do. I still love Daughter of Discord, especially its main plot, and I think it could easily be improved upon. And I feel like Life's a Breeze is my answer to it. So we finally get some backstory on Hope. She was the king's royal advisor at one point, and they became close, as one does, until one day he met Celestia. His world turned upside down, and oh my god, this is literally Queen Chrysalis with Discord being Celestia and Queen Chrysalis getting jealous all over again. Yeah, I can't help it. I get it. There are a lot of differences, but there are a lot of similarities that I can't unsee. Honestly, this is Daughter of Discord done right. Sorry, not sorry. They even do the whole sweet, cute fireworks show, then heartbreak scene. I'm not even game. Anyway, Hope gets mad just like Chrysalis. Love interest like someone else. So, bam. She becomes a villain. And because she can never let it go, she abuses her son. So, the lovebirds are enjoying their time when they actually fall in a ditch, and turns out Light has super hair, just like Rapunzel. And because of that massive power, guess what? Guess who wants it? Yep, with that power, Hope she can gain enough energy to blast the king and queen to who knows where, all thanks to her son. And having to make a choice, Mythical saves her just as she is near death's door, meeting up with Light's cousin and her knights. The four hatch a plan to save the day and fight off Mythical's mother, only for Mythic to sacrifice himself for his beloved just when his mother was about to send the final death blow on Light Breezy. And this sacrifice, the death of her son, snaps Hope out of it. She realizes quickly that she has spent her entire life, decades, furious, and instead never noticing the one thing she had in front of her. Thus, the important lesson is made. Don't let hate blind you from what you have. Oh, shut up, G4. The fact is, I love stories like this because they're so true. I'm not going to get too personal, but let's face it. I wasn't always a Jedi. I used to be a Sith. I have let hatred and fury cloud my judgment and took me for granted. Took things that are good in my life for granted. And I will never do that again. I will never let what happened in the past blind me from seeing what I have around me. I have my friends, I have my family, and I have you guys. 800 of you. And I actually really like the fact that this actually reminded me of it. I have to be thankful for what I have and you guys. I cannot thank you guys for 800 subscribers enough. It means a lot to me. I'm happy, and for that reason, I can't give this less than a 9 out of 10. I love every part of the story. Despite it being somewhat predictable sometimes, the best stories are, until they surprise you. And I was generally surprised when we actually found out what actually happened to Hope. Hope remembers the good times she had with her son when he was a baby. And to think, it's only because she had a nightmare potion splash on her, thinking her husband left her. She was always living her worst nightmare and could never look past it because of her own stupidity and greed. If she never made that potion in the first place, though, she'd have a happy life, showing just how we often are the ones who get in our own way of our own enjoyment. I said this before, but it's great to take inspiration and add just a little bit of a twist to it. I really like the Rapunzel twist as well with the singing hair and all that. Having her sing heal what has been hurt, bringing back what once was mine, and with that power, Light saves Mythic. I absolutely thought that was incredible. And his mom is happy once more and tries to rid herself of her own hatred. And I love the fact that they actually saved the mom. It wasn't a classic, oh, let's kiss and destroy and blow away the bad guy. No, instead, we actually saved Hope. And then later on, Hope actually finds out that her husband didn't run away, and they get back together as well. Everybody has a happy ending in this, and I really enjoy it. Yes, I'm a big softie. Shut up, Ray. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you liked my review. If you're new here, like, share, and subscribe, and join me because this is far from over. I have plenty of other MLP stories to review. Why not check out my thoughts on Bride of Discord right here, and don't forget, my friends, friendship is magic.